All right, so I was having this whole like little breakdown. Sometimes I just be breaking down videos, and I guess I felt the need to come break down this whole theory around the one that got away and being the person who's watching someone get away from them. So I've kind of been in this energy like every way you could possibly imagine. You know what I mean? I've seen it all when it comes down to the one that got away. So I was just having this whole little theory with myself where I was like, you want to know when somebody's the one, and you want to know when somebody is like for you, like is undeniable, nothing's gonna separate y'all. Like it's a couple different scenarios. So I had one scenario, and I felt like this will give a lot of people different clarity if they're going through a situation like that. And there's somebody in your life that if you was to die today, you would be like, damn, I should have talked to them, I should hit them up, I should reach out to them. Even if this is just a friend, family member, it's people could be somebody that got away from you, or a person who was like the one that got away, and that could be like your homie from high school. That could be like a best friend that you had. You know what I mean? Like it's people that we meet all the time that if some shit was to happen to us right now, we would not be satisfied with just whatever our relationship status or status in the connection would be at this point. We would wish that we took that time to actually do something about it. So when we really go, it's like, all right, I did everything, right? I did everything I could. I tried, right? So I was like, it's a lot of situations I've been through, but I feel like for me, I've mostly been on the side, and I know most of my exes, okay, it's some exes that I don't, it's so far gone, it's so long ago that I would have no clue as to how they truly feel. But I sometimes I look at actions like it's proof in itself. You know what I mean? Actions and patterns and stuff. And so I felt like, most of my exes probably can attend to the fact that like when the relationship ended, I really tried to make sure why, how. I really tried to do my best to make sure that everybody knew why, you know what I mean? Like we was always on the same page about whatever the situation was, or we got to an understanding so that there wouldn't be this whole energy of, oh, you're the one that got away, or I feel like that. And then it's like this tug, that runner tracer energy, you know what I mean? And so what I was coming to realize is like, okay, first off, we're gonna put it in two categories, and you can switch your roles depending on what you are or what you find yourself to be more often in. So first off, I realized, all right, if you have not, it's a couple different scenarios where you'll know if a person's the one, or if you're just meant to learn something, and they are supposed to just be someone who got away from you, all right, or you are that person to someone else. So it's a couple different things. I was thinking the first example is somebody that you go through or you have a relationship with or a connection with, but you know what I mean, they get away from you, but it's like you learn your lesson. Like you learn your lesson. This is the thing you got to sit with. Is if you was on your deathbed or whatever, or if you was just chilling, you was done, right? You say that you really, really done with this person, right? To know that you're really done and this person is not the one for you, and you're supposed to be the one that got away, is when you got so much satisfaction in you, you don't care to go back to this person. Now, I'm not talking about like you just got over this person. You've been dealing with this person for years, and it's just now that you're getting over them. Now, I'm not talking about it's just now that you're getting over them. I'm talking about like you and a person are done. Y'all don't talk, y'all don't communicate. There's no exchange of energy still being passed between y'all. You ain't checking on their Instagram. Don't be checking for you. Like it ain't no weird stalking, and you still be thinking about them. Or when you start thinking about love, they don't pop up in your mind still as a potential love interest or a connection that's still open, like a pending sign. Like I'm talking about when you know you're someone who got away from someone, and this is always has to be judged and assessed by the other person, because you could be somebody who got away from somebody and they wanted you to go. So don't even get too hyped in the ego in that. But I'm saying when you know it's a situation where you're someone who got away but it wasn't meant to be, you usually end things with that person, or something comes to break the relationships up, or the connection, even if it was like it kept going and it was supposed to been end. You usually get to a place where you learn the full lesson. Like you learn the full lesson for why that person came into your life, what attracted you to them, everything. Like even if you don't want to unravel it, the universe is going to unravel that shit for you so you can see that shit clear as day. Like you wasn't missing out nothing and you were supposed to leave that person and that was meant to be, and you were supposed to be one of the ones that got away in their life. And usually how you know too is because you probably have went back several times, or this person may have even come back several times into your life. And how you end up knowing that this person is not the one, they always come back and it's like one of you or the other person is like, and I'm gonna break this down into two scenarios. So one scenario of how you know you were the one that was you were the one that left, got, you know, that got left, and there was somebody that was the one and you let them go, or you was the one that got away, but it wasn't the one. Like it wasn't the one. It was just one of the ones. It was just one of the ones, because we always want to be the one that got away. But this is what I had to realize. Who the fuck really wants to be the one that got away? Why would you want to be the one that got away? If that's somebody you really fucking love, you really care about, like, I mean, you love, like you, man, like, you see how I'm talking about, like, this is the one? Why the fuck would you want to be the one that got away? And then you got to watch your whole life, this person with somebody else and you with somebody else, and y'all not happy because y'all know y'all meant to be together. Fuck all that other shit. When you know you meant to be with somebody, you're not finna let them just go. So it's a couple scenarios. The first scenario that you know that really ain't the one is that you could just walk away and not give a fuck. That's to be the first example for anybody who confused. If you can just walk away and not give a fuck, I'm talking about, ask yourself right now, if you could die right now and you don't got nothing on your heart, nothing on your energy that's like, you know what, this person I should have really had in my life. Like you don't have none of that kind of, you're not thinking about them, you're not considering them, they don't even come out as a, like an important factor. Like that was a soul experience that you had, but it don't hit that hard for you. Like it's just like, yeah, that would have been sad. You know what I mean? If you got an energy where you like, wait, nah, like if I was to go or this person was to go and that was it, nah, I ain't done. Then that person could potentially be one that's getting away from you, that you need to go get your ass, you need to skedaddle and get on and get them. Or you walking away from somebody trying to be the one that got away, and you're going to regret that shit later. All right? So this is how we get into this shit. Because I was really having this, sometimes I just be channeling, like I just be having all kind of crazy moments where I just be thinking about shit. And I'm like, wait, I didn't see too much, been through too much. I'm not repeating the same cycle. So I was like, okay, how does a person know when somebody's really one? So first you got to realize, if you could just be like, I'm good on a motherfucker and you gone, you good, that person ain't the one. That was just one of the ones that got away to teach you that when you really meet the one that could get away, you don't let their ass go, because you know what that quality, real value, you know the value of a person. You just had to learn your lessons. So let that shit go. I know you was like trying to figure it out, like, well, it could work this way if this is, but every time y'all motherfuckers meet, somebody always off. One person on 10, the other person on 2. That's another sign. If every time you and this one that got away meet up, and it's always, this was the biggest fucking sign, because I only got probably like 3 different ways I could break this shit down, because it got to be simple when you're talking about the one that got away or that's getting away from you or whatever you want to call it, or you are that one. This shit is serious. This is love. This is fucking love. I don't play around with love. All right? Motherfuckers be having flings and little moments and talking to who and there, but when we talking about true fucking love, you know. And when you're not in a true love connection relationship, y'all asses know too. All right, but I'm just trying to make sure, whether you having fun and you just lost, or you found and you just on your journey doing what you feel like doing, because we all got free will, that you know at the end of the heart, at the end of the day, I say at the end of the heart, shit, you not on either one side where you letting somebody go or you walking away and you know you really give a fuck about somebody. The fuck? So I was like, all right, the first sign is I could die and I don't give a fuck. That's the first sign, duh. Second sign is this person could go and I don't got no kind of energy. Like, I might even have a little bit of energy like, wow, nah, it was them, you know, I care for them. But shit is going to show me, even in that moment, as I just think about that, God forbid, you know, we don't want no I don't want nothing to happen to nobody for somebody to figure out they love somebody. That would be tragic, you know? But it's like, imagine something happening to this person. Do you instantly get into this energy where you like, oh shit, hell nah? Cause fuck when it just be you. You might just be like a thug and you just don't give a fuck. You a spiritual thug. You always ready to go. But think about when this person ready to go. Think about when this person decide it's my time, I'm finna dip. Are you gonna be just sitting like, oh yeah, that's cool, I'll see you next lifetime? Or you gonna have, fuck your ego, is you really gonna feel like, damn, nah, that's really my person, I really fucking love them, fuck next lifetime, we could have made this shit this work this lifetime. If you got that energy, keep standing to the other side for people who know it's meant to be. Everybody who know it's not meant to be, I'm sorry, take y'all asses over there, or just find your side, because maybe you didn't know and you had to figure it out, and this video gonna help you. All right. So if you look at that person or that person look at you, or however you want to look at it, if you could just consider both of y'all going, and there is some type of pull that, and I'm not talking about no pull like it's just a life that's being taken. Anybody gonna feel that and be like, nah, I don't want nothing to happen and this person gone, I ain't saying nothing. It ain't about that. Imagine if you motherfuckers was on good terms and this person left. You gotta really think, is it just human soul thing, like you just care about them, or is there some type of feeling of love, of connection, where it's like, nah, that can't even happen, like you don't even want to see that shit happen. You would rather take being rejected from this person, or take having to walk away from this person, which we're going to get into the last two kind of examples, than be in a situation where one of y'all gone and you have to figure it out. This is how you start getting them to the side of shit that is meant to be. People that's meant to be, or people you're not meant to necessarily walk away from, even if they're not meant to stay in your life the way you thought they was meant to stay in your life. Because we all got different kind of shit. You got your true love, and then you got your soulmates and all kind of other shit. And you might, who the fuck knows? Motherfuckers be in love with multiple soulmates. So that's how you know if it's just not the shit. If it is, it's going to be a couple things that's going to happen. Some of y'all not going to like this shit. Some of y'all, we're going to start with the people. First, we're going to start, this is where I have first, was getting crazy with this shit in my mind. And I was like, nah, let me make a video for this shit. So what I realized is people who are on the send, I'm going to say you the sender. I'm going to say you felt like you was sent for. You know what I mean? You felt like this person was getting away from you, and you was like, nah, like, I'm not finna let that happen. For people who like that, for people who like, nah, hold up, shawty, like, you supposed to be the one. Like, I can't just let you go, but you don't really know. But you doing different things to confirm. Even people who was on that other side who didn't know, and they had to go through the death test to figure out, wow, is this person important to me or not? And then now they over here on this other side. We starting with people who already, they know what position they in. You can mix and match it and figure out which situations, maybe you was this person or you was the other person. But for first, people who was just in the energy of, wait, I can't let this person just walk away from me. How you really know, and we're going to say more like in this lifetime or at this time, how you'll know, what I'll mostly get at, that this person, you could say, is meant to be in your life. Maybe not the way you want them to, but this is how you also, we're going to get into a second part of how you know that's really it. That's really the one, and your ass might just need to learn patience. All right. But how you know is that you can't let this person go. If something was to happen to you or them, you would be devastated. And on top of that, you willing to do something, communicate, reach out to them, call them. You willing to do something to confirm y'all feelings or where y'all left off. This is why I was bringing up why I try to always end all my relationships like, we know what the fuck happened, right? Because I don't want to never be in no situation. And I've found myself in a few situations like that where in the end I'm like, wait, I really care about this person, but I'm not showing that, or I really care about that person, but do this person, you know what I mean? Like, it'd be some type of confusion. It'd be like, wait, I'm not trying to do no soul ties now. That's how you get, okay, that's a whole nother video. Anyways, if you know you tried, like you did some shit, and I feel like I'm gonna talk to a lot of dudes in this situation, but it's a lot of females who be in their masculine energy and feminine energy, and y'all don't be realizing y'all be niggas too. So anyways, I'm gonna just speak for the ones who understand. All right. Anyway, somebody got away from you, but you willing to put in the effort. If you willing to put in the effort, that's how you know that shit is real. On your side. I didn't say between y'all, on your side. For you, it might be real. Because if this person could just get away from you and you like, nah, I can't let that shit happen. I gotta show them, speak up or something. And you communicate that shit like, look, you're an important person in my life. I want to keep this connection open. You may not even be able to just come in and be like, I want to be with you. Maybe you got shit going on in your life. And that's where, in the first example, I was saying sometimes people do meet with the one that they supposed to be with, but one person be off and the other person be on. And y'all got to have that patience just to work with each other if it's really, really meant to be. So if it's really, really meant to be, hey, maybe you might not come in and be like, I want to be together, but you just let them know like, hey, like, don't just, why I got like one button, whatever. Don't just like leave. You know what I mean? Like, know that I'm always here. Like, if some shit was to happen to you, I'm letting you know, like, I'm here. Like, I'm not letting you think about it. I'm not letting you guess. I'm not letting you speculate. I'm letting you know I fuck with you and we not going out like that in this lifetime, even if we don't go out together. That's how you know that shit is real on your end. But what I have to say for all my people who are on the end of somebody could be walking away from you and they could be the one, is that you have to humble yourself. You have to 100% humble yourself, and you gotta motherfucking take all L's and turn them into straight lessons and turn that shits into, like what the peace dealer says, fucking W's, and win. Because what you need to realize, especially if you know this the one, because we getting to the side if you the one. We getting to that side if that person is the one. If you know this motherfucker is the one, and you own Wipe Me Down and they own too, like especially if you in that situation, but they ain't like responding like, oh yeah, we should, or like in some type of energy where y'all could just get it back going together or get it going, you gonna have to chill. You can't be mad. You can't be mad. You tried. You loved them. Especially if motherfucker gave you a warning before they left. And I already have a whole nother idea around that. If a motherfucker gave you a warning before they left and then they asses left and now you're trying to come back, you're gonna have to just fucking sit down. You're just gonna have to sit down, my nigga. I don't know what to tell you. Sit your ass down. Get over it. You tried. But you're not entitled to a person to just drop everything and be like, yeah, let's just do this shit again. Because why the fuck did y'all break up in the first place? Okay? So that's how you know if somebody is leaning to more of the side of they could be really the one and you don't want them to get to walk away. Who the fuck wants to be the person that lets somebody walk away or be the person who really walked away? Nobody really want that. Everybody want fairy tales. So I'm just trying to help people understand why they be fucking up their own heaven on earth. It don't got to be that hard. We just complicate shit. That's what humans do. But when we tap into our higher self or our divine self, God body, this is where everything be goddamn clear and it'll be no ego, and your higher self be like, you should just tell them you love them. And your 3D self be like, no, fuck that bitch. Shut it. Okay, so let's not do that. All right. Anyways, because I know some of y'all understand. Your higher self be like, it's all good. And your lower self be like, your 3D self be like, you can't even put into words. Okay, so look, I had to unbutton myself because it was getting hot even outside. Okay, so you know, if you really care about them, but their asses is gone basically out the door, and you let their asses go out the door, and you tried, you got to just be humble. At least you tried and you didn't let them go. For all my people who have gotten to this place where you let a person go, but you tried, like you let them go in love, but you know you fucking tried, I fucking high five you right now. I fucking energetically, y'all was trying to do foots and I fell. I fucking foot high five and hand five you, because you know what? That take a brave motherfucker. A lot of people are scared to be vulnerable. And they more scared to let a motherfucker just tell them, nah, I'm good, or just leave them in the ethers and they don't know how the motherfucker feel about them. You a brave, bold motherfucker if you could tell somebody you care for them, you love them, you don't want to see a day go by without you letting them know that you care for them, and then they just be like, well, I don't give a fuck. And you just got to sit there like a parent and your child just went out there in the world, and just be brave and just have hope that all right, you just gonna have to put the baby come back music on. You could blame it all on me. And you're gonna have to either get that dance popping until they come back around, or for some of y'all motherfuckers, that motherfucker may never come back. Yes, I said it. I said the devastating news that some of y'all need to go ahead and acknowledge so that your ass can move on. Some people may never come back, bitch. You might tell them that they asses you love them, but they don't got it. They not entitled to you. They are a free spirit, free soul. They can do whatever the fuck they feel like it. All right? They don't gotta come back. They could just leave your ass and be like, see, I told you I was the one that got away. And you're gonna be like, damn. They don't even gotta say that, but you're just gonna be like, damn. But you wanna know the trick, y'all? For those out there who heads and hearts are hurting because you had them all aligned and that shit was still not working and manifesting right. It's okay. You don't have to have a headache. Okay. You don't have to, because how I'm gonna let you know how that shit is really, 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 really meant to be is this is the test. Who the fuck really wants to be the person who walked away? Think about it. Your ego in the moment wants to be the one to be like, ha ha, I ain't gonna win. Ha ha. You love me and I don't anymore. But think about it. When a person's really, really the one, remember the first example that I asked y'all in the beginning, would you feel the way if you was on your best bed and you was gone and this was like, who would you want to be looking at? Who would you want to be around? And then you had to think about the other person, right? This person you have to do the same test for this person. This is how you know if somebody that you fucking with or somebody you really love. And I hope this don't turn into motherfuckers arguing, because sometimes I know I can goddamn ignite some truth. My truth be igniting some shit now. But that's not what I'm here for. I'm just here to help people align with their true heart's desire. And sometimes we just realize whatever we in is not the truth. And we just need that shit to be exposed by someone who, unfortunately, this is my life. So, it's harder to give a message, because to give a message, I had to go through some shit. You know what I mean? So, basically, how you really know the person is the one is that person can't walk away from you. Now, that person they gonna have their little ego flex. Let them have their ego flex dance, because if they don't get that shit out, you gonna forever feel away. Let them go through the whole ego flex dance on your heart, stump all on your heart like, I don't give a fuck about you. I told you I was the one that got away. I'm out, nigga. Go. Don't even try to go jump into a relationship because you just want to be with somebody like them. Don't try to do none of that shit. Like, have fun. Let them do their little milli wop dance on your heart. I know that shit sucks. Just let them do that shit. After they have their little milli wop dance, if that person is the one, if they really fuck with you, if they really love you. Now, we're not talking about karmic fucking soul tie connections where you motherfuckers have not learned the lesson and y'all just keep coming back together and y'all niggas just, y'all know y'all not supposed to be together. Y'all know ancestors was y'all know ancestors have been grabbing y'all asses up and trying to separate y'all, but y'all just want to do what y'all want to do, whatever. You know that shit not good for you and that shit not good for them, but y'all just don't want to, nobody want to be the one that walk away. This is the divine relationships that I'm talking about. Divine soulmate. How you know a person is really, really meant for you? They can't walk away from your ass either. And I'm not talking about toxic shit. I'm not talking about it's not good for you, but you still want to be demonic and your ass still want to do it. Because that's what that shit mean. No, I'm talking about your ego keep blowing your head up every time you try to not think about this person. You be like, fuck this person. And I'm talking now for the people who walking away talking about, I don't love you no more. See, I was the one that got away. Yeah, now I'm talking to y'all asses. Y'all asses who got away. Are you happy? Well, if you was on your deathbed, would you really be good on that person? Now, if so, then hey now. Some people gonna have to get their ego shot tonight because maybe that's what just needed to happen. Maybe they need to know, and you need to stop playing this game like, oh, you was the one that got away, and start really addressing it like, nah, I really learned my lesson and that was it and that's over. And I never want to be with that person again, and I'm done and I'm good on them, and it's not fucking COVID and a whole bunch of shit going on in the fucking world, and motherfuckers is not emotional out here, and this how I move. You just cold. You might not even be cold with the shit. You might have just got hurt and you just done and you learned your lesson. You got a good ass heart. But you like, look, I don't got time to be playing these games. I don't got time for that toxic bullshit. I'm done. So be done. Don't be playing that whole, oh, they was the one, you was the one that got away. Nah, y'all wasn't meant to be together. Fuck is you talking about? Let that shit go. That's where the ego and motherfuckers be confused and motherfuckers be in all kind of crazy relationships because this is where we always sometimes try to look at the person like who got away like, oh, something was good. But sometimes the bad part is when a motherfucker get away and they didn't want to be away. And now you looking at the person you really want to be with and they in a whole different relationship because you didn't told they asses you better off without them. And you didn't take that time to assess, to heal, to process, to get over the ego, to get over the hurt, to get over everything and come back down to that real, I told y'all that death test where you be like, wait, if I was to really go, would I really feel like that? Some of y'all don't let yourselves get to that moment. Then you fuck around, be the one who got away and your friend or whoever be with your motherfucking, your love of your life. Your love of your fucking life, but you the one who got away. But you love them and you be talking about them how many times? Tisha, tell me, every time this bitch talk about going out and she get drunk, do she not start crying over so and so? Some of y'all know, even for y'all brothers. This nigga said, I swear this nigga said he was done with shawty, but then every time we get lit, this nigga start crying over goddamn. I just don't want people to get hurt. Been there, fucking done that. Don't be the person where you walk away and you scallywagging all cutes and shit. And then your ass wake up one day and be like, wait, the person of my dreams, the person I really love, a person I really care for is gone. Don't be that person. Who wants to be that person? The fuck? So that was just the tea I got for y'all. You know what I mean? And for some of y'all who maybe do have a person who walked away from you and they the one who got away and they do feel a way about you you sometimes certain situations you'll know you need to give that person some fucking time because maybe however the situation ended or went off, especially if y'all not both coming to be, y'all not both 10 wipe me down when y'all, aka 10 wipe me down is basically saying y'all not equally yoked. If y'all not equally yoked, or it's some type of shit that fucked y'all up in the first place and y'all trying to get back together now, give each other some time. Because y'all might not be ready to come back together, but y'all might have both just needed to realize, wow, this person could be the one that walked away from me and that was it. Or this person might be like, wow, I walked away from the person I was meant to be with. Give each other some motherfucking time. Communicate, say what you mean, say how you fucking feel. Don't be on no fucking bullshit. But get clear as you can get, even if they with somebody. Okay, we're not gonna do that because I was about to make an example of like if they with somebody, don't do no cheating shit. Be real even with your partner. Like if you with somebody but you not really happy. I ain't never been through no shit like that, but I'm just saying honesty gonna set you free, for real, for real. I'm saying this for more people who like single and they just be thinking about shit and they just be like, whoa bro, breaking down all kind of shit like me. Let that person know where you at in life, wherever, so that if it's really meant to be, this is the closing seal and all of it. If it's meant to be, that y'all gonna rock out. Y'all gonna somehow, some way, y'all spirits is gonna do some shit, especially what's going on in the world, where y'all gonna make sure y'all together. Y'all gonna make sure y'all together. Y'all not gonna give a fuck. It ain't gonna be no person, no religion, no spirituality, no motherfucking parent, no motherfucking friend. Ain't motherfucking shit that's gonna come between y'all. Especially cause y'all acknowledge. That's the whole point of the death test. Acknowledge each other spiritually, soulfully, physically here in the flesh in this lifetime. Motherfuckers be talking about next lifetime. Nigga, I'm not coming here next lifetime. So you gonna have to see me about me. You may not never see me, motherfucker. I'm not coming back to this earth. Fuck you talking about. Y'all can keep you gonna see a lookalike me. You gonna see the fucking clone of me. And you gonna find out the hard way that was not me. And you should have got with the real me. Fuck you talking about. And so I hope that some of y'all don't end up like that. Because you was fucking with the real one. Don't fuck with the real one. Just take your goddamn time. Get into alignment and work that shit out. But for the rest of y'all who found out or realized like, damn, you did all that shit and then it still felt off or it still felt like it wasn't right. Not like y'all just went through some shit. Y'all need to give each other some time to heal. But like you did all this shit and you still feel like, nah, actually, like your feelings start changing in the end of it all. Like after you didn't say something, they didn't say something. And then you realize Some of y'all might go through all that and realize, oh wow, that was a toxic ass cycle and I just closed that shit out. Thank God. It wasn't until I got rejected or I spoke up and said how I really felt or even got to hear how they felt that maybe I just heard in the tone of their voice or whatever that ain't for me. Some of y'all gotta go through that whole thing. That's how you close the whole fucking soul tie out. You gotta go through that whole experience. Get your fucking heart smack them across the ground, ego death walk and everything. Just so you know. But I just feel like Jade, if they're really the one, it's worth you going fucking through it. If they really the one, you gonna go through all that shit. If they not, then you got your answer.